All righty, well, welcome everybody, and glad you joined our call. I'm excited to introduce Kathy, and those of you that don't know me, I'm also a Linny. My mother used to call me Linny, so it's actually Lynn, but yeah, she called me Linny. Anyway, I wanted to introduce Kathy, who's our leader and just such a wonderful person and friend and mentor, and she's always here and there to answer questions for us. So Kathy, we just love you and we appreciate you so much, even though we may not tell you all the time, but
oh, you guys do tell me all the time.
You have a big place in our heart. And here we are, going into what, I don't even know how many weeks we've been doing this quarantine thing, but like 6-7 weeks. And I'm like, I'm so grateful that we get to meet at least once a week on this call, right? And just to share with our friends who are across the United States. So I'm grateful for all of you, and I'm so grateful for you, Kathy. So welcome.
Thank you, Lynn. Yeah, I'm grateful for all of you too. We had a great bingo turnout. Thank you for everybody who attended that. It was so much fun. And guess what? We're going to do it again. But first, I wanted to tell you, we had 4 winners. Excuse me. And each of those winners got a 10-piece or 5-piece sample pack. And we're going to do the same thing this coming Sunday. Okay. So we're planning on doing it on Sundays for at least for the next 2 weeks. Okay. And same time, 5:15 Pacific, game starts at 5:30. And Lynn will be putting out the invite and all the details. And I just encourage each and every one of you to invite as many people as you can. We had 15 guests, which was great for our first time out. Daria won the prize for the most guests, and I want to show you what she's earned because I'm giving a prize to the team member who brings the most guests. And here's what she gets. Isn't that cool? And that's the Tundra bottle that Isagenix gives to, well, they gave it as a prize in the ISA rally. And so congratulations, Daria. So let's see how many people can bring more guests than Daria did. And let's just have a great turnout. I think it's a great opportunity for us to have a lot of fun, to really bring out the fun in our team. And that's kind of what we're going to do moving forward, is we're going to have kind of a theme. And the theme on this coming Sunday, since it's so close to Cinco de Mayo, is more of a festive, Mexican theme. But just bring your personalities, bring the fun, actually make a margarita if you like, and have that. Yeah, you could make a Isagenix margarita. I don't know what the recipe is, but so I bet somebody has it. Anyway, can you guys hear me okay? Okay, great.
Kim, turn your volume up maybe. Kim can't hear you.
Yeah, who was it that said?
Kim.
Yeah, must be your volume, Kim. All right, so anyway, bingo next Sunday. Let's have a great turnout. Let's fill the room. That room holds 100, and if I have to make it bigger, I will. But it's a lot of fun.
Do I get to win again?
Yes.
Okay, good.
You keep going. You go, girl. So Isagenix, they've just started today the Top Achievers contest to go to Fiji. Can you imagine Fiji? It's one place I've always wanted to go. And they're kicking it off with the next 2 weeks. You can earn a $200 bonus by enrolling 5 people, that's 5, with 100 BV order or more. And that's between today and May 10th. Who's going to go for a $200 bonus?
Woohoo.
Yeah. So let's do it. Also, along with the Top Achievers deal, they have a new leader in action formula. I posted it on the business group. I want you to take a look at the document. What it is it allows you to track your results from week to week and assign points. And they used to have this, you know, they've always had it, but it was a little difficult to really get a lot of points because if you didn't acquire everything you needed for that week, then you got a 0, big fat 0. Well, now they're having you total everything for the month, and there's a good chance you won't have a big fat 0 at all for the month end. So I want you to take a look at that document, and there's a video that explains it. So be sure and do that and print it out, and you know, let's track our results and see if we can't be in the running for the trip to Fiji. Okay. All right. Gosh, Isagenix is again having like 3 different training calls this week. They already had one today, and there's another one tomorrow night and another one Thursday night. So keep an eye out on the business group and on Isagenix Business. They'll be posted there. And so these are great calls, and you know, from the top leaders in the company. Also, tomorrow morning, that's Tuesday, tune in to Isagenix Live at 11 o'clock Pacific. That's when you're going to hear about there's some new products. There's some new products that are available from Zija. Is that the name of it? The company that Isagenix bought. And new announcements, just a lot of information you're not going to want to miss. So if you can tune in at 11 o'clock Pacific, Isagenix Live. Okay, one more thing. Oh, the best training in the world this coming Saturday, Isagenix Academy. Now, they've never had one of these. I'm guessing it's a cross between a Super Saturday and an Isagenix University. You know, there's going to be lots of great training. That's from 9 o'clock Pacific to 1 o'clock, and that's on isagenixlive.com as well. So that's Saturday. Okay. So, you know, one of the things that has been a big concern for a lot of network marketing companies during this COVID-19 time is compliance. And so Lynn, would you like to share what you've learned about how we can stay more compliant?
Sure. Yeah, I've been listening to Ray Higdon, which some of you may or may not know, but he's a kind of like a who's the GoPro guy? Eric Worre, kind of like an Eric Worre. He knows all about network marketing companies, and he's kind of a trainer of network marketers. So I belong to one of his rank makers team. And so he posted a video the other day just talking about, and again, he supports everybody, not just, you know, not just one company. So he was sharing that he read an article about the FTC was cracking down on several network marketing companies. And Isagenix was not listed. He listed 10 of them. And he said that basically they were product claims as well as income claims. So the product claim could be saying, hey, to beat the coronavirus, you know, do our immune boost, or, you know, something like that. We cannot say stuff like that. Any word that's going to say coronavirus, he said, even immune boosting, which, you know, I've done some of that, but he said, just be really careful how you're promoting and how you're posting it, definitely. Because he said, this companies are being shut down. Somebody had a post and they had a picture of their product in their background over their shoulder. And they were saying, oh my gosh, I love this drink. It's helping me with, you know, immune system, but their company's name and the product was right behind them. And they mentioned COVID virus too. So that was one of the reasons that they got a warning. And again, you know, it relates to all of us, you know, all the MLM companies. If one gets shut down, you know that they're really scrutinizing and watching all the companies, right? So another one was income. Ray actually did a part 2 for the income part because he said, you have to be so careful. You know, you can't say, and I've actually seen it a couple times in the last few days with Isagenix people that are posting it. And they're posting, you know, gosh, this team member made this much and so much in this amount of time, and a whole bunch of people. So I'm making the company aware that that's going on. They need to crack down. But if you guys see anything like that, you know, make the person aware that, you know, what they've posted is not compliant. Because as I say, we're all here together and we want our company to be around and survive through all of this. So, but just be cautious, be aware of how you're posting, what you're posting, and what you're saying.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Lynn.
Yeah.
And Travis Ogden posts about those things almost every day. Today he talked about our attorney, Justin, and what he said to say.
Did he talk about money at all? Because I heard John, what's his name? John, the guy that did the call this morning on social media, he was like mediator.
Oh yeah, John Raines?
Yeah, he started talking about being compliant. I'm like, oh, maybe he's going to mention the income, but he didn't. He just talked about, you know, being compliant and being careful what you say. So, Marcia, did they mention the income? Did Travis Ogden?
No, it was mostly about saying anything related to our products and the virus.
Right.
Don't even hashtag it.
Yeah.
So he said nothing about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. So they're aware of it, but I am seeing several people doing income claims. So even in their stories, Isagenix, I saw one the other day, like, oof. And that was before I was really aware of, you know, being
Right.
super compliant, we can't do. So
Yeah, we have to protect our company. So
yeah.
if you see anything like that, you want to take a screenshot and send it to compliance@isagenixcorp.com.
Or one of your representatives, you know.
Well, I have a question about compliance and income. So you can't congratulate somebody on a Facebook page and say that they won the 5-cycle bonus of $500, or you don't mention money at all, or how does that work? Where is it being non-compliant?
Yeah, he just said, you know, anytime you're saying an amount, how much somebody made, you know, I'm sure if it's less than, you know, like $10 bonus they just made or whatever, it's when we overshoot and really talk, you know, huge amounts, which I've seen a couple of them talk about this person just made $2,000. And so that's what we have to be careful of. Kathy, do you have any more insight into that, or should we just blanket not make
When
any?
you're posting something like that and congratulating a team member, and you do it within a group,
Mm-hmm.
our group in particular, it's perfectly fine. What I think is, if you're going to ever mention anything like that, you want to also give the what do you call it?
Disclaimer.
The
Disclaimer.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's
Yeah,
easy enough. You know.
this one gal that I saw her, you know, whole listing of how much money she's made, and she's made a lot of money in the last like year, but she put that right on her post. Again, it was on her page, but they're just saying not even to go there. Just be really cautious about what you're saying.
I think if you put a time frame on it, so-and-so made this amount of money and this, you know, just like weight loss. Oh, so-and-so lost 12 pounds in this, you know, 9-day, 11-day cleanse. So if you put the time frame on it, you don't want to be doing that as well, but probably always good to do the disclaimer.
Yeah, just be cautious.
Yeah. Thanks, Lynn. Does anybody have any questions about compliance? Let's definitely get all our questions answered.
And of course, most of you probably know you can't do, like I was suffering pain. It has to be discomfort. So there is a whole document in the back office or under business, Isagenix business, that talks about what words you want to avoid using. You know, we can't make medical claims. We can't do certain things. So it would be wise to brush up on all that too. I think someone posted it. Maybe you did, Kathy, on the biz page a while back. A couple weeks ago. Seems like I saw something back there, but it's easy to find.
Yeah, it
I
is.
know there's a list that it's two-sided. One says compliant and non.
Right.
I'm not sure where it's at. I've seen it recently.
I think it's in isagenixbusiness.com.
Yeah. And sometimes, you know what, if you just Google Isagenix compliance, you're going to see it there. Just make sure it's the updated one.
Right.
So the product that we have that's FDA approved, right, is the pain relief cream. So you can use pain when you're talking about the pain relief cream.
That's what they said, yeah.
All right. Well, so let's see if you guys have any questions about the bingo and how to promote it to your friends and all of that. Do
So
you
Daria,
guys-
why don't you share how you got so many of, did she just leave?
No.
Where'd she
I'm
go?
here.
There she is.
Well, actually, I sent out, oh, this is interesting.
Oh.
Can you still hear me? Oh,
Marcia, you just opened up something on your computer. Stop share. Go up to the top and hit stop share.
I can, okay, hi.
There we go.
we're back.
Thank you.
Well, actually, let me see how I did it. I took your invite, Lynn, and I copied, I'm learning tech, it's very slow for me, but I copied the invite and I texted it out, and above it, I made a little comment. Let me see, I'm looking for it right now. And I just said, hey, this is like the first time we're gonna be doing this. It should be fun. There will be prizes. And I would love it if you could join me. This is the first time we're gonna do this. And I sent it to the women that I'm in a women's group with, where we do things for charity. So everyone's home like, what are we gonna do? So that was Andrea. She invited her daughter, and the other woman was also with that group. Then I had a woman text me today and said, I sure hope I can make it. Or last night, she was a day late. So I've already told her that it's this coming Sunday. She thought it was Sunday instead of Saturday of last week. But I just invited people, and then I reminded them towards the end, and I said it's going to be fun. I think the fun thing was what caught that group's attention.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then when I talked to them, I said, it's really not a business thing, although it is a business group, and there we will be discussing just really quick, a couple minutes talking about certain products throughout, but it'll be more fun than anything. So they're like, okay, good. And
Yeah.
I already got the sample pack to the winner.
Awesome.
Brought it to her today.
Good.
And with this second time around, you can say, we had so much fun with the first bingo night. I just wanted to make sure that you were invited, and if you can join us, you'll love it. Just really promote it. And I mean, I think I sent out 30 invitations or more.
Yeah.
I know a lot of you did. And a lot of people, when they're given an invite through the Facebook events, unless they're looking at their notifications, they're not going to see it.
Right.
And so what I recommend that you do is send a private message and say, hey, I just invited you to a fun event. We had so much fun last week that I wanted to make sure that you were invited for this week. And you can even include a link to the invitation. So how you get to the invitation, on your Facebook homepage where your feed is, not your personal profile, but the regular feed. If you go to the left of it, you'll see events. Click on events, find the event. And Lynn, when will that be up?
Yeah, Jeremy has to change a few things on the last flyer. That's my son.
So sometime tomorrow?
Yeah, hopefully he's going to do it tonight. So it's either going to be tonight or tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yeah, hope to get it tonight, but.
So when you see that in the event, you want to click on it. Once you click on it, copy and paste the URL at the top of the web page, and use that URL in your private message to your friends that you're telling them about. And if you put the URL in there, it'll pop up and they'll see the picture and everything. All they have to do is click on it and get to the events page to say that they're either going or maybe or whatever. But it's good for us to know how many people have RSVP'd. And because if we get a lot, then I know I'm going to need to increase my capacity on Zoom. But I need you guys to do a lot of the work. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a really great way to just start a conversation. And I had a couple people that couldn't make it, but then they said, hey, how was that bingo? So I'm going to follow back with them. And then I actually got a customer from that. She ended up falling asleep and there was a power outage. But she's like, well, I would like to order something. And so it's just a really, really great way. I think it would be really nice to maybe say the vision of what Isagenix is, because I think we just kind of launched right into the product. And so I think if you just had kind of a real general welcome and what is Isagenix, because I know that the couple of people that were on for me probably had no idea what Isagenix, I mean, they know that I do it, but I think, and one thing I really wanted to talk about was the culture, but I kept getting interrupted during that e-shot thing. And I forgot what I was going to say, but what I was going to say was the last time I did the share the shot, I was with like 10,000 people. And not only are the products are amazing, but it's really the culture and the positivity and the connectedness that I'm really attracted to. So I think that, you know, the product is great, but I think we really want to talk about the culture, and then maybe even invite them to the next Isagenix event to just take a listen.
yeah, well, that great feedback, Kim. So duly noted.
Okay.
And we'll let you talk about that on the next one.
Okay. Well, you might have to mute a couple of people.
Yeah, we had,
Right.
I would mute them and they would unmute themselves. They were
Well,
partiers.
they were excited, so that's awesome.
Any other questions?
I actually walked some of my people into how to get on the Zoom and to actually, you know, show them how to do the card. And I know some people, you know, figure out they can't do it, or they get worried that they won't be able to do it. So giving them some kind of instruction ahead of time, you know, send them the link on their phone so they learn how to press it. I know, let's see, Yvonne, you said that some of your people were not on the computer. Is that right? They don't have the computer? Or because somebody in our group did actually pull the computer and the card up together. I think you just have to change places. So it is doable that way, but yeah, some people have a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, on a computer, you know, you can have more than one tab of a window open. So one tab could be their bingo card and the other tab could be their, well, actually Zoom is, you're not on a tab. Never mind. But we did discover this morning that on a cell phone, at least an iPhone, you can get on the Zoom, you can swipe right, I think, and then like go to a text or an email and pull up the link for the bingo card, and you can have them both on the same device.
Yeah.
So where there's a will, there's a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just FYI, or not FYI, but I just wanted to, you know, celebrate. So Nancy is a new consultant, so I wanted to give her, you know, like kudos. And also Elena is just rocking it with all, you know, her enrollment. So I just wanted to kind of recognize, you know, people for
Awesome.
for just
Yes,
doing a great
congratulations.
job.
Yeah, great job.
We love hearing that.
Yeah, and then so for Nancy, I don't know if you got it, but the bingo game is our way of introducing, you know, just inviting new people, even though you haven't talked to them about Isagenix yet, so that they can get exposure to, you know, to Isagenix and the team and have fun. So it's just a casual way of introducing them to the team, right?
Yeah.
I have a question. Is there any way to have a little background music while we're calling the numbers? A
No.
mood setting? No?
No, afraid not.
A mariachi band or something?
That would make it difficult.
Okay, never mind.
It'd make it difficult to hear the numbers,
Okay,
and the music would cut in and out.
Okay.
We've already figured
no music. Got it.
Yeah. We'll have to make our own music.
Okay, you come on with that, Kathy.
Okay. And make some guacamole and have your chips and, really make it festive. Create the environment for everyone, okay?
Yeah, I think it might be fun to do a theme or something. Just be wacky.
Yeah.
Like
Well, if you have a
Hawaiian Day
sombrero,
or
wear it.
yeah, mariachi, whatever it is, it might be kind of fun. Or everybody wear their sweatshirt where they went to college. I don't know, something like that.
Yes, we talked about Sunday, maybe doing San Cinco de Mayo I'm not exactly
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Maybe do a little Mexican theme. That's why we were saying, bring a margarita or healthy margarita or the waiters dipped in salsa, whatever.
Okay, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Wear a sombrero.
Yeah. I had one. You got one, John?
No, but I might try and find one.
Well, good luck. Yeah, it was fun.
Well,
All right.
I'd like to say one thing, and that's just to everyone on the call here, that I appreciate all of you. And I also want you to remember, never, ever give up on anybody. Just don't.
Yeah, and thank you for the opportunity, because that was it was a light for sure.
I know you're referring to me about giving up. 10 years later.
and Lenny, I mean, everyone came around at their own time frame, and there was many times I wanted to get, I just held a space for Elena on the team and for Lenny, and the space was there, and they found it, and they're stepping into it. So yeah,
We're so glad you did.
Anybody.
Yes,
It's all about timing.
that's right. All right, everybody. Have a blessed week. Get those invitations out. Get your enrollments. 5 enrollments is not that difficult. I've proven it in 2-week period. And we've given you an opportunity to introduce Isagenix to people. By getting them to the bingo game, it makes it so much easier for you to share more and more. We'll do the work, and then you do the follow-up. Got it?
Yeah,
We'll do the fun.
I just have a thought. We're going to do this every week, while this virus is going on. But even afterwards, we talked about maybe once a month, just have a fun night. And I was thinking, Yvonne, you could invite people to your house once we're able to do that again, and all play bingo. Bring your phone. You could have the big screen. So, looking towards the future of doing it a different way.
Good idea. Great idea.
Yeah.
And people really like prizes. It's a very definitely a motivator. Oh, I might win a prize.
Yeah.
Lots of times you invite them to a Zoom and they're like, yeah, I was busy, but this is like, they don't want to miss it because they might win a prize. Like samples at Costco. You don't want to go to Costco now because you don't get samples. I mean, what's the point? Just go to your regular grocery store.
And one of you is going to win a prize for bringing the most guests.
Yes.
All right. Everybody have a blessed week. Love
All
you
right.
guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.